Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to ExtraBLRD, part of the podcast where we just talk about all things news for the past week or two. We just got finished wrapping up episode 154 of the Blrd podcast, talking about Lord of the Rings, War of Rohirrim. So if you haven't heard that, go ahead and check that out. We have some very, very insightful thoughts about it and so forth. You really want to check it out. But yeah, like I said, this is a part where we just talk shit, talking about the news and everything else. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we were on last, so a lot of things have happened. Normally we have an outline, but somebody didn't do it today, so we're just gonna be shooting from the hip. Do it live, damn it. So big news, obviously.
Yep. Gulf of America.
Official, obviously. Yeah.
Official proclaimed Gulf of America.
Wait, isn't that just...
And if you're like the Associated Press and you think you can go around not calling it that, you're banned from the White House.
All I'm saying is, out here in Chicago, ain't nobody calling that shit the Willis Tower. It's been the Sears Tower. It always has been the Sears Tower. People still call it the Sears Tower. If you think that people are just going to start calling it the Gulf of America because some asshole would say to change it, you're wrong.
Wow.
You're wrong. Because it's still the Sears Tower.
Well, obviously, obviously, we can see who's
some patriotism issues on this podcast.
We can see some treason happening right now. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't wearing no red hat.
Someone enlighten me, because I don't know what's happening with the Gulf of America now.
No, you ever heard the hot news?
Listen, in a chess-like move to bring grocery prices down.
Yep.
Renamed the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America. I'm telling you, it's tomorrow. You're gonna wake up.
People wanted finally.
Yeah, exactly. Grocery prices.
Eggs are cheaper and everything. Like, it's crazy.
Well, no, eggs are cheaper in Mexico. So in order to remove that criticism, he changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, thereby driving up the prices of eggs in Mexico. It's brilliant, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Because the Mexicans are gonna get confused, and then they'll be like, "Wait a minute, should we prepare for ourselves?" And okay, I see it.
Exactly.
I thought Manifest Destiny was dead, but it is here and alive and present.
Yeah, very present.
Now you see it. None of you have the makings to be a real estate magnet. Okay.
Yes. You guys, if you don't understand it, you guys you're just not in the know. And the thing is, the funny thing is, so Green Tuner had mentioned it. If you don't recuse yourself of saying treasonous things such as Gulf of Mexico versus Gulf of America, you're not going to White House briefings. You're not going to any type of White House interviews, anything of the sort. Trump will ban you. So, make sure you're on point at all times with this. You don't play games. It is Gulf of America. It will always be Gulf of America, because America always comes first. Every single time. We are the pre-ejaculate of the world. We come first every single time. All right. So
yes,
that was big. But other big news is that Super Bowl just happened. So
Chiefs versus the Eagles.
Chiefs versus the Eagles. This was going to be a very historic game for Patrick Mahomes. This was going to be his three-peat, having three consecutive Super Bowl wins, and a lot of people were hedging bets on him. They're really rooting for Mahomes. We have we have Chiefs fans in our family, and they were very, very disappointed. I was reveling in their tears with Patrick Mahomes losing. I'm not gonna lie.
I was thinking of the stupid Conan thing where it was like the lamentation of their women or whatever. Yeah. that was cream when
I wasn't expecting such a blowout the first quarter or the first half, and I was a little shocked that it was as decisive as it was the first half. So, I mean, knowing Patrick Mahomes, once he gets one touchdown, and once he gets a few passes, he lights up. He has came from behind several times, and I was thinking like, okay, this is gonna be easy for him, and it just kept getting worse and worse, and it was crazy to watch that unfold live, because it was like, this man was literally about to cement his legacy in the NFL, especially at such a young age. But yeah, it didn't happen. So, but even more shocking, I guess, was making the news is the halftime show by Kendrick Lamar. Pretty big stuff. It got the internet talking for a little bit. Mainly, if you have not kept up with the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef of 2024, it was a continuation of that. And man, I'm not gonna lie, it got people riled up. I was really surprised that there was so much conversation behind it. Everything from the lyrics that were used to apparently, like, during the Super Bowl, like, they pumped in a whole bunch of, like, they put in fake crowd noise into the Super Bowl. So the people that were there, they were saying like his show was very quiet. Like there was no. This is from Kaisen, that he, if you don't know him, he's a streamer, pretty big streamer. He was like, I was watching the halftime show. He was like, it was no crowd noise like that whatsoever. He was like, it was very quiet. So yeah, a lot of people weren't happy with the halftime show. I don't know what you guys think. I thought it was kind of boring, honestly. I felt like there's times for like artistic vision, and I don't feel like the Super Bowl is one of them. I don't feel like this.
Well, I feel like Kendrick's lyrics in general are hard to party to, unless it's like a song like Not Like Us, because he can be pretty dense, I feel like, and like that's hard to.
Yeah,
it's hard to put a lot of like pageantry in
competitions. Like he's this man's very literate.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not like a pop artist, and so he's
right.
Like you say, he's very dense in his wordsmith. I mean, this man's won Pulitzer Prize based off of his raps. So, I mean, how many rappers have you heard saying like, "Oh man, like when I'm talking about a candy shop, I want to taste you like a lollipop." Is again a Pulitzer winning a Pulitzer Award for its lyrical creativity. So, yeah, no, I agree with you. Kendrick is he's a rapper that you actually have to listen to and to digest what he's saying. You can't just let him just go and be like, oh man, I'm a bop to this.
I'm gonna put this on. Yeah, exactly right. I'm just gonna let's all party to this, and it's like he's kind of talking about like generational trauma and like a bunch of other shit. So it's like this isn't really like my party anthem, you know what I mean? Which not bad, right? But it's just not the place. Like I guess the Super Bowl, the halftime show isn't the spot where you want to get like intellectual with your songs, with your music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody.
But, I mean, overall, I don't know. If I feel like overall it was just all right. I don't really watch too many halftime shows. Like I'm not a huge football dude anyway. But like it wasn't. I don't think it was a terrible performance. But I can see why people were just like, They wanted to hear Not Like Us.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Green Tea and Dark Side Snake. What y'all think about the halftime show?
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the
I don't watch football.
Game.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you guys are living up to. You guys are really sound like nerds now. Like,
I mean,
where's the waifus at?
I can't watch a game that stops every 15 seconds for a commercial break. It drives me crazy. Football bores me. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I didn't watch half. All I saw, we had some people over. They were watching the game. So all I heard from the other room was, "Hey, he's dissing Drake again," and that was funny to me. But everything I know about the game has come from the internet after the fact, which was Yeezy trying to sell swastika t-shirts, and the fact that Fox News actually allowed
right?
a third party to audit their broadcast.
Sells swastika t-shirts.
Your boy.
So I actually didn't believe this. This was so out of the fucking realm of reality that I actually went to the website to look. The website is a blank white page with a single link to a white swastika t-shirt. my jaw hit the floor. I started texting people. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. I didn't believe it either. But yeah, Kanye is off his rocker.
Yeah. How many did you buy it? How many did you get, Snake?
As many as I could get my hands on, but they were mostly sold out. With the order, I had to resubmit.
Yeah, he's like,
I was gonna give them out at my next my next White Pride parade.
Nice.
I don't know how to turn this into something funny. Fuck.
It's just. I mean, it's really a lot of conflicts.
Like, I'm at my wit's end with everything going on. Like, it's like I can just, like ride this into a joke. Right? No.
Hey, there's a time to let that kind of flag fly. Now it's the time, baby.
This is the time. This is the time where you are going to prosper.
I don't want flags flying anymore. I'm tired of flags flying.
Yeah, this is the time to let them fly.
I want everything to be boring again. Remember boring? Boring was awesome.
Oh, fly, God, MAGA, fly.
Boring.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna get that anymore. I mean, you got the great thing about this is that, you know, I will say this. With Kanye's back in rare form. I'm just hoping that because Kanye's back in rare form that we're going to get some good music from him. Kanye does very well.
Why would you consider listening to Kanye?
No. Cream is only thinking about what kind of new sneakers fucking Kanye is going to drop. That's all he cares about. He's just thinking about those brand new sneakers he's going to get.
Yeah, He's hoping he can change the tread out on the bottom to remove the swastika in the 1488.
Yeah, he's gonna change the funny thing is he's probably gonna have like it's very scary to buy from Kanye at this moment because you would be surprised. Like, yeah, you're gonna have on the bottom of the sole a swastika symbol. Not even know it. Like, you're gonna put your feet up one day and they're gonna be like, "What are those the Yittler 25s? Yeah. Like, are those the Yittler ones? Like, what?"
Kanye is so deranged that he will use a box that's decorated with swastikas and mail those to people. So when you're getting your sneakers, your mailman just sees a box filled with swastikas all over. It's like, oh.
Yeah, you're a mailman or mailwoman. We're not sexist here.
Well, I meant to just, in general.
Male persons.
Non-gendered. You're non-gendered male person.
Yeah, you're male persons.
I'm not one for condoning committing of felonies on the fly, but like, if you were a male person and you found swastikas in the package you were delivering, I wouldn't feel bad if you just kind of like threw them out.
Yeah.
Like put it into the, storm drain, ends up on the side of the road. Sure.
Yeah. Just chuck them into the nearest fucking dumpster you see. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking tired of everything.
Well, this is crazy that Kanye feels emboldened to do this once again. Like everybody thought, like,
fucking feels emboldened.
Yeah, like
every 2 minutes, some fucking idiot is saying some horrible shit.
Well, everybody thought like Kanye was on the road to recovery. Everybody thought Kanye was going to.
Who the fuck said that?
Well, no, Kanye was getting better. He was like, really calming. He's really calming down with that like type of rhetoric, and it was like, okay, maybe this was just a phase as people go through. Maybe this is his.
Did you miss the part last week where he was tweeting about being a Nazi and hating Jewish people, and then 2 weeks ago, when he was parading around his girlfriend, in basically nude?
She was nude, yeah.
For all intents and purposes, nude?
Yeah, sheer nude.
Yep. Yeah,
but to be fair, we've been gone.
There's no redemption for him.
We were gone for 2 weeks. Well, I'm saying we've been gone for 2 weeks, so we're covering all this now. But I'm saying before this happened, I thought Kanye was like, okay, Ye's coming back, Ye 2025. Like, we're about to get some new Yeezys. But
listen, I just forgot about him. But the last time I saw him, he was nuts.
Yeah,
so
what? Wait.
The last impression I've got of him wasn't of a person that was in recovery.
What ray of light did you see, Creamcast, that we did not see?
Baby.
He came out with some new shoes. He came out with some new shoes.
New shoes. There you go.
Yeah, he came out with some new shoes recently. Yeah, so,
there we go.
Yeah, see? I was like, he's back, baby. Like he back like he never left.
Yeezys went on pre-order.
Yeah, and then
he's turning the corner.
Yep, and then as soon as
be real careful. I go over those things with a fine-tooth comb before you wear them out in public.
Yeah, no, I would. I didn't actually buy them though, but I was like, okay, Yeezy's back, baby. But then Kanye, I realized that when I say Yeezy's back, all of Yeezy's back. So yeah, it was
Yeezy never left.
Yeah, I was like, holy. But yeah, Kanye, he's off on his bender again. Elon is just going
that
through.
Kanye.
That guy, that little rascal.
What an age we live in where we have to be like, oh, somebody made a Nazi comment. It's like, oh, that guy again.
Exactly. Oh, look, it's a billionaire rapper.
Richest man in the world. Most popular rapper in the world.
Billionaire Nazi.
Yeah.
Nazis on each other.
Yeah, that what money does to you. You think like you just get $1 billion and you're like, I gotta get really anti-Semitic.
Yeah, you know what? I really hate minorities for some reason.
Well, it's not the minorities. You just like, man, like, damn, I got $1 billion in my bank account. I'm just gonna hate the Jews for some reason. It's just like
people though, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. How does that happen?
I don't
know. All I'm saying is once you join the Millionaires Club, I thought they were supposed to share the space laser with you, all right?
Apparently, I mean, he has codes to something. They used the space. They fried his brain or something. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're hogging that space laser for sure. We're not having it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that man, but it is what it is.
The Eagles won.
Yeah,
Pat Mahomes.
The Eagles won.
He didn't show up, man. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, he just decided he didn't want to play today, and then seeing Kelsey, Kelsey, he wasn't on his A game either.
Apparently they booed Taylor Swift. I heard.
Well, that's the funny thing is, it's like
because her boyfriend's a football player.
Yeah, and she's dating Travis Kelsey.
Hang on, I'm gonna get in front of this. The way I understand it was Fox News. So when you were a public broadcast, you can't just the NFL won't just let anybody amend their broadcast. Nobody can just edit the broadcast. The NFL allowed Fox to amend their broadcast, which is why I get my understanding was when Trump was shown on the big screen, there were a lot of people booing.
Yeah.
You did not.
I saw the fans video. It was pretty fucking loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, when you watch this on the TV, it was amended so that you did not hear the booing.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah. Well, Kendrick had a Palestinian flag, and they removed it from the broadcast.
Well, that was somebody. Like what do they call?
Right, yeah.
That wasn't the Palestine flag. That was a Sudanese flag. That was a completely different thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was an angle. I thought it was a Palestinian flag. Okay. Still though,
this is another one of those things where like that happened for like. I don't remember what that was. It was meant to be a peace flag, but like it looked like a Palestinian thing. Some security guard like
it was
that guy and get him out of here.
Yeah, it was it was a Sudanese Palestinian flag. Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty much a Gaza protester.
My point here being, I don't trust the Taylor Swift rhetoric during any of this because I know that people were out there live editing the broadcast.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you don't know what that's what I was saying before when people were watching the Super Bowl. They were like, hey, they're pumping in noise and cheers from the crowd when they said most of the people, like when they were there, most of the people that were around them didn't know what the hell was going on. They didn't know any of the lyrics to Kendrick Lamar, his songs, until it came to Not Like Us. And they only knew the one part, like the A minor part. So it was just like, yeah, even as a Kendrick Lamar fan, like I like him a lot too. Like I was expecting more of his like greatest hits, from his previous albums, Good Kid, Mad City, Pimp a Butterfly, stuff like that. Like I was expecting more songs from like those older albums, and he has albums even older than that. So it's just like you really didn't get that. And I understand like they're kind of riding the wave of his recent trend in music with the beef with Drake, but it was kind of like it wasn't as impactful. Like I compared it to when you saw the Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Eminem halftime show of, I believe, last year or the year before. That was really good. That was a really good show. The Usher, Rihanna, you know, even though Rihanna, I mean, she was pregnant at the time, so she shouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. Like, chill out. But
I heard The Weeknd was really good too.
The Weeknd was really good. Yeah, like Rihanna's was good too. Rihanna has a lot of hits I didn't realize that she had. It's just been because she's been out for so long. But like, yeah, like this wasn't the Super Bowl that a lot of people were expecting. It was like kind of like you said, Mandy. It's like the Super Bowl is not for you. Like it's not for you to be sitting there and having a think piece and be like, okay, I gotta break down. I gotta really think about what he's saying, how deep is he going. It's more of like I just want to be entertained. Like put the fries in the bag, little bro. Like we don't we want to think.
Fuck about football. I don't give a fuck about any of them. I don't. And honestly, I was really happy to have a couple hours where like politics wasn't the biggest thing on the stage right there. What I did want was for Kendrick Lamar to get up on stage and once again put a bullet in Drake's head and drop the mic after, and he did that, and that's all I wanted. So I'm entertained.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting him to. Like in certain parts of the song, he's like, "Hey Drake." He actually like smiled, look at because Drake said that, you know, the thing that kind of started off this beef recently was Drake said, you know, me, J. Cole are part of the big three. You know, well, he said me, J. Cole, and K-Dot are the big three. We're big like the Super Bowl. And it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy because Kendrick is like, there's no big three, it's just big me. And now he's performing at the Super Bowl. Now, the thing is what people are kind of sleeping on. They think that Drake hasn't been able to go to the Super Bowl. Like they haven't chosen him. And that's so far from the truth. Drake has been offered to go to the Super Bowl several times, but he has declined every single time. So he has declined to.
Are you a Drake fan?
Huh?
Are you a Drake fan? You sound like a Drake fan. This sounds like
yeah, of course. Okay. I'm a fan of Kendrick. All of them. I don't sit here and be like, I just
you have to pick.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll pick. Yeah, like it stinks. Like you gotta pick. If you who you getting with? Like who you rapping? Yeah. Like I mean, it's music, man.
Who you with?
Yeah, like it's not that serious. Like I'm not walking around with the OVO shirt on and talking about, oh my god, I Drake, can you have my babies? Like I'm gonna name my kids after Aubrey. Like nah. I mean, and the same thing with Kendrick. I don't stand for Kendrick either like that. So it's just kind of like I enjoy the music. Yeah, Drake has great music. Kendrick has great music. So I hate when people are just like they shit on the accomplishments of one person just because they're a super fan of the other. Is like, nah, Drake he's big. He is the biggest artist out right now. Still, even with Kendrick, he's still. I mean, overall in his career, he's bigger than Kendrick. So. I just find it funny that people are shitting on Drake because of this. And Drake, I think he was doing the show live. I think he was doing another show like in Japan or something like that while this was going on.
He's in Australia right now.
Australia, yeah. He was overseas doing a concert while this was happening. And like this man's living his life. So like we care about it because we're not rich like that. You know. So
no, it's funny. You know what's funny is I feel like I hear this too from a lot, mainly from like white people. Which is so strange, but I feel like I hear that a lot.
Careful, be careful.
No, for real.
We're in 2025, sir. This is not 2023.
It's just
like, hang on. Let me get the union board in here.
Yeah, right.
Let me call it a wrap.
Well, I feel like it's as if like white people are way more invested in the beef than like the average hip hop fan or something. It's like or as if they didn't bump. I mean, I'm not saying that you're a huge Drake fan or something like that, but I mean, because Drake always had a ton of like white fans anyway. But it's just weird how many of them are like, yeah, I fucking hate Drake and like Kendrick is the best. And it's like you didn't listen to Kendrick at all before this, did you? Like before the fucking rap beef, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's so bizarre to me. But I mean, it's whatever. I don't like I said, like I don't give, but like we're saying, it's like I don't hate Drake in some way. Like I still have some of his songs on my playlist or whatever, but I also like Kendrick Lamar at the same time. But I like them like for different reasons. Right?
I mean, yeah. Creep.
If you want to run with that,
yep. See the Snake.
Prerogative. Yep.
Yeah. Snake, you're not helping out, Snake. You're not helping out what he's saying whatsoever.
But it's cool.
Yeah, I've been a fan of Kendrick since The Pimp a Butterfly. I ain't never been a Drake fan.
Snake's like call Chris Hansen. This man likes minors. Let's get him. Like, yeah, I mean,
why don't you have a seat right here?
I'm just not as invested, I guess, as in all that. But
would you like an oatmeal cookie?
Was it oatmeal cookie?
Yeah. No, this is a Chris Hansen thing. Why don't you have a seat right here?
Yeah, I thought. I'm thinking about there's a Catch a Predator where they try to offer people like brownies, and they've been using
their fucking hard.
Yeah, they were hard,
super stale.
Yeah. So they offer this guy the decoy offered this guy some brownies, and they didn't realize that they left the brownies just sitting on the counter all week. So the dude bites. She's like, "Yeah, I just baked these brownies." And the guy's like, "This man, he wants some underage ass so bad. He bites it, and you
really worked on that fucking brownie."
Yeah, he bites into the brownie. It sounds like he's biting into like the crispiest cookie you could ever, and you just hear. And he's like, and like the brownie's literally crumbling out of his mouth. And he's like, these are delicious. He's like, I'm just gonna go upstairs. But I'm like, yo, like at that point, I'm like, damn, I'm screwed. Like if I have a decoy lying to me talking about, I just baked these brownies, and they come out rock hard. Yeah, something ain't had. Something ain't had.
The only thing that was rock hard that night.
Yeah. Oh man, To Catch Predator.
My favorite To Catch a Predator episode was, I think, for some reason in one of the episodes, one of the decoys canceled them, so they had to get like a last minute replacement. And he was supposed to be playing a 13-year-old boy, but the dude had like a 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know if you've seen that episode. The dude looks fucking old, and he's trying to pass off like he's 13 years old.
I'll
link it to you guys later.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
Link it to me. I have watched. I thought I watched every single episode of Catch a Predator. I saw there was one where this guy is so creepy. It's like, did you guys see the one where the guy they had the guy come in and he was like, yeah, he told his fancy that he wanted to have the decoy have sex with the cat, and she was like, "I'll have naked." Yeah, he's like, yeah, he got naked. She's like, "I'll have sex with the cat if you come in naked," and I'm like, God, like it just
he trolled him really hard.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, how stupid can you be? Like I think child predators are the worst. Ship them off to the moon, blow them up. I don't care. I feel like they're less than scum, but. The thing is that it's just like, yo, how stupid can you be? So yeah, I link that to me because I love watching these idiots get caught, and I hope their lives are ruined. There's people who still actively track them to this day. On like Reddit, they track these people, and like they can't go anywhere online. They catch them online. Change their name, doesn't matter. They are on their asses. I'm here for it. I think
like the people that were on the show.
Yeah, there's this one guy. There's this one guy. His name is Lauren something. I forgot. I think he was Lauren. He was really creepy in like when he met the predator, and because his reaction to when he got caught was so awkward, like he became kind of a Catch a Predator meme almost. Yeah. So yeah, they follow this guy everywhere, and they troll him all the time, pretending like, oh yeah, like we know about your past, and we accept you. And he'd be like, okay, cool. I finally found some cool people who look past what my mistakes were, and then they'll make him do stupid stuff on the camera, thinking like he's talking to like a grown woman, and then they'll embarrass him afterwards. And I mean, it is what it is. I mean, regardless of the legality of it, I'm like, yeah, like I said, f those guys. Yeah, their lives are over.
Fuck them, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah. All right, so we already talked about Super Bowl, Daddy Elon, and To Catch a Predator.
Fuck Elon.
Elon you're just mad because he's the modern day Tony Stark. You guys are jealous because
fucking if the Third Reich made a Tony Stark, yeah, he would be the Tony Stark. Yeah. He's more of Red Skull than he is Tony Stark.
guys, you guys are just haters, and I wish we had the #1 Tesla fanboy here, but unfortunately, he is not around, so we are stuck.
He's busy driving his Nazi mobile around.
No, it is not that. It is a freedom mobile. But back to like gaming stuff. PlayStation State of Play was today. Kind of out of nowhere, but I mean, I feel like a lot of these game companies, these game creators, they are essentially going through and coming out on a regular, consistent basis, coming out with like everything that they have coming up in the following few months. So PlayStation State of Play, a few big games have been kind of announced again. Biggest one for me, of course, I'm gonna be putting in some major time on this, is Monster Hunter Wilds. Should be coming out in
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, like 2-3 weeks. Yeah, it should be coming out end of February.
Next week? Is it next week? No, the week after next, I think.
Which is crazy because I still have I bought my code and I still haven't received it. Yeah, I'm like, give me my damn game code. I got it from Humble Bundle. So give me my damn game code, man. Stop playing with me. But yeah, Monster Hunter Wild, they put out I think this is like the first actual full release trailer that they have that they released. So that's pretty cool. They
announced like another monster, I guess, that's coming up with it, which is Mizusune.
That's what they. Cool one. This was the Asian dragon, the long dragon looking guy in the water. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's been a free update.
That was a fun fight.
Misutsune.
Yeah.
Misutsune.
So
you got to do it in Monster Hunter. Misutsune.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Yeah, that's perfect. I could not. I was like, whoa, is Monster Hunter? Did it just come out? Like, that's crazy. That's wild. I didn't realize it just came out. Snake, you did that perfectly. Yeah, but Monster Hunter Wild. I better see you guys on there. Right now, of course, I am still knee deep in Path of Exile 2, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting kind of burnt out on the game. 500 hours later, I'm getting kind of burnt out on this league. So definitely Monster Hunter Wilds will be my next go-to for sure.
Only 500 hours later.
Only 500 hours. So yeah, no big deal.
Fairweather fan over here.
Yeah, you know, I play very, very casually. The game's been out for a little over 2 months.
At this point.
Barely out for 2 months, and I put 500 hours in. That's actually disgusting. But yeah, I played a lot of Monster Hunter. Oh, not Monster Hunter. Path of Exile.
Path of Exile.
Yep.
Yeah.
Outside of that, only thing that really kind of stuck out to me was for myself. I did really like Onimusha 2. Samurai's Destiny, of course. I was a huge Onimusha fan up to Onimusha 3 or 4. Yeah. What's the one that was in France? I think that was 3.
That was 3.
Yeah, 3. So yeah, really big fan.
Onimusha.
John Reno?
John Reno. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. They also announced so there were 2 Onimusha titles. Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's Onimusha 2. I don't know if that's a remake. Or like a remaster of that game, and then Onimusha Way of the Sword, which I want to say that's the one that stars Musashi.
Yes,
which looked really dope.
Yeah,
so I'm also pretty excited for that.
Yeah, Onimusha always used to have really cool trailers back in the day too, so it was really cool seeing that.
There were Emotion. Is that a Capcom game?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really interesting because Capcom just announced the other week that they're doing Dino Crisis 1 and 2 remakes.
Remakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I did see that they were putting Dino Crisis on the PSN store, but yeah, I did not know.
Am I saying is
a remaster?
Am I out of my mind?
Remaster, like a HD remake or something?
HD remix or remaster? Let me see.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it says as of today, there has been no confirmation of Dino Crisis getting a remake, even though fans have been calling it for years.
Yeah. So
okay, excuse me.
Yeah, they're getting re-released on PC. Yes.
Yeah.
Stop getting us excited, dude. I was like, what the like Dino Crisis?
Yeah, no. I'm terribly misspoke. My point here is Capcom is well aware of its old IP and they are invested in keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking the way that they're doing things right now. I can't speak for Street Fighter in the way they're handling the microtransaction issues, but like they do seem to be very interested in what they're doing with a lot of their old stuff, and that's exciting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No Resident Evil 9 news, unfortunately. I know some people were kind of looking forward to that or thinking that might happen, but that didn't happen. And then
let them cook. Let them cook. They keep working with their Resident Evil thing. Keeps working out. Let them cook.
Yeah. No worries here. There was another rumor that God of War Egypt was going to be shown.
Oh my goodness. People keep talking about
that's even real.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know.
Honestly, it's so weird. It's so weird because it's like
I think that would be too much.
I'm not saying that I'm against it, but it's like they wrapped up Kratos' story so well.
Yeah, that's my problem. It's got a bow on it. It's good. Why? I'm not saying that we shouldn't all like more of a good thing. I thought they just announced re-releasing the original trilogy as well.
Yeah, they did.
But now I'm hesitant to fucking say anything because I don't want to speak. But I swear I heard something about the original trilogy.
No, they did talk about
getting some more.
Yeah, they did talk about it. That was going to be a remaster of it. But the thing, because I think they said everything has been remastered up to. Is it remastered? I think 2 or 3 has been mastered, but the original 1 and 2 have not. So they were going to remaster pretty much the entire Greek saga and then go from there. So, yeah, God of War Remaster. So Sony confirmed the latest state of play will air on public. It's rumored to include the announcement of God of War Remasters. So yeah, the God of War, 1 and 2. Here we go. So yeah, there's been talks about it. People really want it because the last one that's been remastered has been 3, and then for some reason they just didn't do 1 and 2. So yeah, that would be kind of cool if they did do that. I would not be surprised if we saw that first before we saw any type of continuation of God of War with Loki and Kratos. But yeah, I'm kind of torn, like, because we got the bow. We got the bow on it. We have a complete God of War story, like and it was perfect. It was like done masterfully. It's like, what else kind of conflict can we get now with a Kratos that has everything now? Kratos has found peace. He got himself a woman now. He has his son. His son grew up and everything else. The prophecy didn't fulfill where he got killed. I mean, everything's worked out perfectly. Like, what other stuff is going to happen? I don't know. So we'll see.
Not sure. Well, we'll have to see how that pans out, if it ever does, or if they just do something completely new.
Yeah.
But speaking of remasters, so they did announce that A Days Gone. If anyone's played that game, I have not. But yeah, they announced that it can be remastered. Yeah. But so anyway, the biggest thing at the show for me, I feel like, because it was overall kind of decent. It wasn't like nothing really crazy, except for the game they ended on, which was called Soros. Soros, if that's how you say it. It's by House Marquee, the guys that did Returnal. And it stars Raul Coley, if you guys know who that is.
Nope.
He's like a dope. Is he Indian? It says he's from London, but he starred in what other movies? It looks like iZombie, The Fall of the House of Usher. Oh yeah, he was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Anyway.
All I'm saying is
pretty dope actor. But anything by House Marquee.
Returnal was awesome.
Exactly. So this looks like it looks Returnal adjacent. It kind of looks like from the trailer, it'll probably still be a roguelike type game. But set in like a different world, different lore. Looks really awesome just from the small snippet that they showed. And what else did they show? They're going to re-release the first 3 Armored Core games. So those are going to drop. The classic versions, they're not like remastered or anything like that.
Nice.
Those games are fucking tough.
Yeah. So some old school shit going on there. But I'm kind of interested to kind of see like what that was like, because I dipped into them a little bit when I was younger, but never really understood what the hell was going on. So kind of going at it now with a better understanding, I want to see like what those games were like. So I definitely liked the most recent Armored Core. What else? They showed Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, so that's looking pretty solid.
Yeah.
Just graphically
can't wait.
I'm looking forward to that. I didn't play the original one, so.
Yeah. Oh, 3 was good. 3 might be the best one.
Yeah, I missed out on Snake Eater.
Really though, I'm very curious to see if they keep all the quirks and shit that are in there, like all the goofy shit that you would do, like when you're healing yourself, if you spin around and make yourself throw up, or like calling the special codec. There's like a codec radio where you can get healing. It's really goofy. Really goofy like
or play surf music. If it's not goofy, it's not Metal Gear. Honestly, if whoever's involved with that development isn't having fun with it, like it's just not going to be the same.
For sure.
And that feels like a labor of love kind of project. So I'd like to think that it's going to be good.
Yeah, they did tease that they're putting back the Ape Escape, like the little monkey catching game.
Yeah, they include that at the very end.
Yeah.
Of their trailer.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, Ape Escape was such a cool game.
They also announced today that for $10 you can get exclusive DLC camouflages.
Really?
So they don't appear to be anything that wasn't in. They all appear to be things that weren't in the original game. So it's like it's just tack on stuff, I think. But also whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. There was another game called Tides of Annihilation, which really caught my eye. It looked like
I just saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, it's like a woman with a character action game.
Yes,
but also an RPG. Set in London. Yeah, she's fighting like these huge.
Or a Devil May Cry, or
Bayonetta.
It's another of the South Korea or China game development
was it made in China?
Race that's going on right now. I don't know. I couldn't tell where it was made from, but it's like it's one of the two of them. Because both countries have big studios that are putting out AAA titles right now that are apparently fucking knocking it out of the park. I don't like Tencent. I don't want to give Tencent money. I think they're producing this one, but
so much stuff.
it's hard to escape that grasp.
Yeah.
To that effect, whatever. I saw the trailer; it looked impressive.
Yeah, looks really good. Yeah, the studio was Eclipse Glow Games, and they appear to be based out of China. So,
yeah, they've done nothing, and nobody's heard of them. But they released a trailer for something that had everybody looking at it.
Well, that's the problem with these Chinese developers is that they can put out some very beautiful,
Nobody's heard of them.
Yeah, nobody's heard of them, and they'll put out the most beautiful trailers. But then when you comes to the gameplay, it's like we're not necessarily sold on what you can or cannot do. Will it actually
play the way that it looks?
Yeah. So
the marketing and the Western break-in that they're trying to attempt, they did, like Wukong was the first big one, and Wukong fucking sold everybody, and I don't know. I feel like it's basically an attempt at just trying to break into Western money. I trust nothing out of any of that because I know how much money of that has to go back into the government there. But beyond that, I have a hard time feeling good about a product that it doesn't matter how good it is if I feel like the intentions are to some degree fucking weird.
I mean, you gotta look at also with like another major or a major game that's supposed to be coming out soon and looks amazing. But I mean, we've seen quote unquote gameplay, but we don't know how it's actually going to play out because it looks beyond what is technically achievable. Which is Phantom Blade Zero. That's a a Chinese, once again, another Chinese studio that we have never heard of. It has very little game as far as games are concerned.
There's gameplay videos of that game.
No, there's gameplay videos. I don't give a shit if we see gameplay videos. I want to play it because I don't trust them. I don't trust these damn gameplay videos where it's like it literally looks like a wire fu, like to the nth thousandth degree, and you expect me to off of what PlayStation 4 main buttons and then 2 trigger buttons or 4 trigger buttons. So out of 8 buttons, you can somehow do like really
block all the incoming attacks and make it look so stylish. Yeah, so like there's a similar game on PS2 called Bujin Gai.
I know about Bujin Gai. Yeah, it has a very similar
mechanics. Like mechanically, it looks like it played very similarly, where you have like a clash system, and the way that you block attacks, you are blocking, but you're also like it's animated in that style where you're like flourishing and like blocking the same attacks the same way. So I feel like it can be done. I mean, we'll have to see though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, we'll have to see it. Like Bujin Gai, I mean, that was an amazing game. I love that game. I remember buying that back in the day, and I felt like I was the man. I was like, because nobody knew about no Bujin Gai. I'd be like, when I say Bujin Gai, everybody thought I was talking about Booty Kai, and I'm like, nah, this is Bujin Gai. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've seen some really great trailers from even PC games from Chinese developers. And I'll link it in the chat for you guys later. It looks absolutely beautiful, but the gameplay does not match what the actual. But then like they'll come out with gameplay scenes with it, but it's never matched that whatsoever. And it's just like if this was an actual game, this would be phenomenal. It looks amazing. But and the Chinese developers are also, this is real gameplay. You're gonna see this eventually in the full release, and it's nothing like that. So that's what scares me about watching gameplay or trailers from Chinese studios. And I still need to play Wukong to see how good it is. But it always scares me to see these trailers and get really hyped, and then I feel like I'm gonna get disappointed. So
yeah. Well, in that same vein, the State of Play did show some Lost Soul Aside, which looked kind of similar to Phantom Blade Zero at one point, but this game actually looks more like Final Fantasy mixed with Devil May Cry. It was originally by like a solo developer, which I thought was really interesting, and it doesn't look as polished, I feel like, as Phantom Blade does. Not to me anyway, but it still looks extremely good. Like it has that look of, are you really able to pull this off and make it play the way that it looks like it should play? Yeah.
Reminds me of Final Fantasy 15.
For sure. Like the character designs definitely feel like that for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the action is definitely more like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, that sort of platinum style game. So that one was pretty dope. And what else was there? Oh, they did show some like a Stellar Blade collab with Nikkei. If you're into Goonin,
Stellar Blade's still relevant. Go play Stellar Blade.
Yeah. For all the Gooners out there.
Best game of last year. Best action of last year, hands down. But go play Stellar Blade. Best ass of last year. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
The Gooners tell on themselves.
Yeah, they do. They sure do.
Fancy product bag.
Yeah. Then they also showed some Lies of P. I don't know if this is DLC content.
Lies of P is getting a new DLC. Right. I didn't play the game, but it's getting a new DLC. Apparently, the trailer for this DLC is so robust, people thought it was a freaking sequel.
Yeah, that's what everybody thought. Yeah. It's like this pretty much looks like a full game in and of itself. So, a lot of people are really excited about that. I was really excited about. I still the game I need to play. Maybe if I stop spending 500 hours on Path of Exile, I can play other games. But Eliza P, I do want to play. It looks really cool.
But quick question: is there a Silksong update?
Come on now.
No. Seriously. The developer for Silksong tweeted or put it on Twitter today that he was having trouble with the Hades 1 final boss, and if he dies one more time, he's gonna delete Silksong.
Whoa. Did he really? Holy shit!
I did not know that was a thing. First off,
it was a joke.
Yeah, I don't play with Silksong. That shit ain't funny, man. Green
Tuner.
Tuner.
Nobody played with Silksong. You fucking kidding me?
Green Tuner. Well, Green Tuner. Go fuck yourself. Silksong is very near and dear to my heart. So is Hollow Knight. I was listening to the soundtrack like yesterday. Beautiful.
Go play Nine Souls.
I know you keep telling me to play Nine Souls. I need to play that.
Yeah, you keep not playing Nine Souls. Put Path of Exile down. I'll be there next week. You ain't gonna lose fucking progress. Game's still in fun. Game's still in fucking. If you like Metroidvanias, yes, it's very good.
Yes.
The animation is fucking amazing. The plot's pretty freaking decent. The action. It plays like Sekiro or Hollow Knight. It's really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
That just sounds chef's kiss. Two really, really great games.
It's very parry heavy. So for someone like me who's not often sober, like it's hard, but
that's not a good thing. But I mean, at the same time, that's still good. That's cool. Cool thing.
I'm having more fun than you.
No, you're not.
He says so mad.
Yeah. I'm like, no, you're not. Damn it.
Not with that inflection.
Yeah. No, I love Path of Exile. 500 hours in, I am loving it, and I'm gonna have.
Hope so.
Yeah. No. My hands hurt. And send help, please.
Your mind.
Yeah. I think today might be the last day.
How high is your electricity bill as of late?
Because
I know you're running that bitch in Ultra.
Oh, you're talking about electricity? Okay, I thought you were talking about the game because the sorcerer I'm playing uses spark.
Man, you are lost in. Man, you need to take a break.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about spark. I was like, it's not called electricity. It's called my spark sorcerer. That's literally what it's called. It's a spark sorcerer.
Oh my goodness.
And it's crazy because right now I'm in between jobs. So I'm taking a week off before I start my new job. And literally I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be so productive. And I've earned the most amount of divs. It's called divine orbs, which are pretty rare currency. I have gotten more divine orbs in this past few days than I have for the past 2 months I've been playing. So I have really been grinding. Like I go to bed at 4 o'clock, I wake up at 10, and then I'm playing.
Cream.
Yes.
Choosing those maps, man.
Go beat another game with your day off, with your time off.
I need to beat something, and right now,
why not both?
Well, that's enough for me.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, no, I need to play something else. I'm just, I told you what you guys I'm really excited for is Subnautica. So whatever that happens, whatever game, like when that game comes out, don't talk to me. I'm gone. Yeah. Like don't ask me to play nothing with y'all. I'm not playing shit. Like it's Subnautica all day, every day, twice on Sundays. So yeah, that's just what it is.
I've never played that.
You really need to play. It's a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
Why?
I was very surprised.
What's so good about it?
Like, do you like rogue? It's like roguelike. It's a roguelike type of game.
Would you call it that? Would you say it's roguelike?
Subnautica?
You don't really
it's a roguelike?
It's not really a roguelike in a sense. It's like
Start over.
This is the first time I've ever heard somebody use that word about this game. So I'm like,
no. I want to say, okay, maybe roguelike is
Bandito, sell me on Subnautica.
Yeah. It's hard. It's so hard because I didn't know anything about it going into it. But what caught me was
it better that way?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You know what? Everybody, shut up. I'll do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way everything unfolded for me, it was so perfect. I'm like, this game is fucking amazing.
That's it. For some reason, that's actually a really good appeal to me.
I'll say this: it's not spoiling anything. The game is you finding your own way. There's no like correct way to kind of play it. It's like if you go into it playing it your own way, you're gonna have a lot of fun. And if you don't, and I will recommend the good thing about Subnautica is that you can play in different modes. You can have a mode that is just like a creative mode where you have no You don't have to worry about environmental stuff. You don't have to worry about food and none of that. There's a mode where you only have to worry about like oxygen, making sure you don't stay underwater for too long. And then there's a mode where it's like you have to worry about hunger, thirst, everything. Honestly, play that mode. That mode in of itself, that's like the true game. But you can do everything in every mode and play the whole game and the full story. But I would recommend playing the hard mode. Just because there's a mode that's like if you die once, then you have to start over. Don't play that one, but play like regular hard mode. It's good. It's a good game.
Yeah,
you'll love it. I think you'll like it.
So this game that they also announced at the State of Play, called Hell Is Us.
Mm-hmm.
They had a reveal a little bit while back, and in the trailer it said something similar to like kind of what we're talking about with Subnautica, where they don't have like map markers, objective markers, and things like that. You kind of have to find out things based on the things that you find in the game or the people that you talk to in the game, and like that appeal to me is what that aspect is what appeals the most to me. It has me kind of excited about this game because there isn't anything. I mean, it's kind of having that unknown and being able to find your own way and kind of find things out on your own, especially if the game is made well and that can allow you to do that without kind of like, pixel hunting or bumping your head up against the wall. It looks like that will also satisfy that need. So the game looks pretty dope. It comes out in September this year, so that's another one to look out for.
Yep.
And then another big game was the one from Leslie Benzies, the dude he was a former lead on GTA. A game called Mind's Eye, which I don't really know. It kind of looks like a fucking movie, but kind of interested to see how that shapes up because it just kind of looks like another like bombastic third-person shooter type game, and I'm just kind of curious to see how that shapes out because they have that studio that he made has another game called like Everywhere, which was it sounded like it was trying to be what, like another Ready Player One type deal. Like they want you to be able to do everything in the game. That's why it's called Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you could apparently make your own world, make your own games. I don't know, some weird like, what's that, metaverse type shit. But anyway, they didn't show that off. They just showed off Mind's Eye. And I think it also has the dude who played in Mafia 3. I want to say he was the lead character. The lead character in Mafia 3 is the lead character in this game. The same actor, at least. So, I don't know. We'll see. And then they also showed off Borderlands 4, which I kind of just don't care about.
Wow. I mean, that's a unique
not
take.
For me.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You guys are... okay. Okay. I mean, hey, some of you have bad taste. I get it. It's cool.
We'll see. We'll I don't know. Randy Pitchford's kind of fucking weird. The other Borderlands didn't really hit that much for me, but I'll try it if you're playing it.
Yeah, I'll probably play it. Yeah, no, honestly, and then for people like the Ed Underground, and who still believe wrestling is real, WWE 2K25 is coming out. So yeah, if you want to play the same wrestling game that you played for the past 30 years, by all means, not pick this up and you can play out all your fantasies. And what you see happen in the game is what happens in real life, apparently. So yeah, just if you want to live out your fantasies and you still want to yell at people talking about wrestling is real and you pissing bottles and you take Zen, you put a couple of Zen packets in your mouth in the morning when you wake up. This is for you. Yeah. So
this one is kind of interesting in that they're doing this thing called the Island, where like you have your custom character. It's like a social hub. They do this in NBA 2K, I want to say, and maybe only NBA 2K. But yeah, so in this one there's something called the Island, and you can kind of hang out in a social space with other people. And I'm wondering like what happens there. I'm kind of curious like what the hell that's all about. And they also have for the first time I want to say engendered, so you can be woman and man, have them both compete and wrestle together.
Nice.
Which did not happen before. There's these weird videos that are on the internet where people would mod the game to do that and just like beat up women. And it's just like what
hell
so weird.
All I'm saying is, if they let you write a backstory, just make it a trans woman, and have her take over the whole WWE and piss off
Oh man,
everybody.
everyone. Oh yeah, the kayfabe will be really real then.
Thanks for coming to my TED talk. I'm really just here to make people upset, I guess.
I am angry.
Go play Stellar Blade. Go play Nine Soul.
Yes, we will play Stellar Blade. Yeah, man, you've been gooning for Stellar Blade pretty hard tonight. So, I mean, I guess this is what I sound like to you guys.
It's the most relevant. It's the most relevant we've had for it. But if you heard me over the last 6 months, I would have told, like, if it had been brought up, I'd have told you to fucking play it. It's the action's just top notch.
I'm just saying, like, I guess this is how I sound like to you guys when I talk about how deep I go about Hollow Knight and Silksong. I guess this is how I come across to you guys. So for that, I apologize. Like
one of these games is out, and the other one's not.
Okay. Anyways, that's been the Blrd podcast. It is coming out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little annoyed right now. So, we're going to wrap this up. Yeah. Well, that's been ExtraBLRD, episode, whatever. I don't give a shit anymore. As always, you can catch us live on twitch.tv/the Blrd podcast. This will be the last episode that Snake will be on. So, you will never see him again because as long as he besmirches the name of Silksong, I can't stand for it. I cannot stand for it. But as always, guys, I'm not gonna do an outro. We'll blur you later.
We'll blur you later.
Blur you later.